What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we are talking about Massive Attack's Mezzanine. So what we have here is the original European release from 1998. This is one of those albums that either you know it or you don't. Come to think of it, those are actually the only two options for any album. But what I mean is, this is a classic album that many people know and love. First of all, you've got this amazing cover. So although it might seem like a simple photograph, this is iconic. So this is a close-up of a black stag beetle from the Natural History Museum. The photo was taken by Nick Knight, who is a professional photographer, and this close-up is carried over into other pieces of the album. You can't go forward from this point, if you haven't seen this before, and not recognize this anywhere. So if you see this somewhere, you will know. Why did I decide to do this album? Well, it's kind of funny because I was sitting and watching Mr. Corman on Apple TV, and all of a sudden he's in his ex-girlfriend's bedroom, and there's a giant poster of this icon on the wall. I mean, how is that not a sign, right? What's great about this album in particular, Massive Attack, this is their third album. This has a sound that I don't think had been produced before that and since then in terms of the trip-hop scene. It's very unique in the way it was designed. I always like to tell people when I'm describing the album that it is an album that you listen to and it's hard to kind of digest it in one listen, but when you hear it, you cannot determine when it was released. It is so interesting because it could have been released today and you would have not known it. It was released over 20 years ago. So this is a really classic album in terms of the music. Now let's talk about this piece. So you've got that great layout on the front, and the beetle close-ups continue on the back. There is a listing for the songs and a little bit of copyright information. Otherwise, it's pretty simple. This is a double LP release, so inside there are two inserts, and one of them has more information about the songs. This particular album has a lot of samples in it from Velvet Underground and The Cure and even Isaac Hayes. More close-ups of the beetle are on the other side of that first sleeve, and the second sleeve also, same thing. So you have a lot of close-ups of that exact same photography. So probably a pretty cheap way to do it. Although it's a double album, there's only one outer sleeve, so there's no kind of fancy packaging to kind of separate it or create a fold out or anything like that. You just slide both of the sleeves into the single sleeve. So it's nice and tight and very simple. So this double album set is 180 grams, but check out this design on the actual vinyl. A simple orange color fill. So I haven't actually checked to see what that hex is, but you do not know which side you are playing when you throw it on the record player. So how does it play? Actually, I was a little bit disappointed in this. This is very well known to be an extremely high quality pressing, and it's very sought after. I thought that the sound was fantastic in terms of the depth and the quality of the sound, but I did get a lot of crackle, a lot of pops. It is still a great experience. You just kick back and listen to it. Hope you enjoyed this very simple review. Keep an eye out because I've got a few more coming, including the worst album in my collection. I bet you're curious what that is. I am too. All right, thanks. Cheers.